Hi everyone, it's Tammy with Frou-frou Studio, and welcome back for another day of Junk Journal January, hosted by Meg Journals. And we are on, what are we on? We are on January 18th. And today the prompt word is bright. And so I'm going to do a little collage piece for that prompt. And I'm glad you have tuned in to see what I am going to make for this. I'm actually doing a double spread this time because I have a story and it's going to take a double spread to get that story, to get it in its entirety. And also because we're at the point where we're about to flip over to the back side of our accordion journal, and I didn't want this next prompt doesn't really go with what I'm doing for this one. And so I want to do the next prompt on the other side, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So in other words, in my journal, as you flip through, I've kind of made an effort for the adjacent pages to kind of go together, either through color or through, what I'm doing for the prompts, just to give the journal some continuity. So this is where my spread is going to go today. And you could see if I did just a single page, then I'd have a single page here. And looking at the prompt for the 19th, it really doesn't fit in with the prompt for the 18th. So I'm going to do a double spread here, and then we will flip over and I will do the next one here, because the next two will go better together, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So I'm going to open this up to make it easier to work on, and we're going to get started. So my story today is about a little boy named Forrest, and this is him, and he is a very bright student. And he is growing up in the Appalachia area, and he is generations deep in a bunch of lumberjacks. This is his dad and two of his uncles, and they are lumberjacks, as were their fathers and their fathers before them. So they have been cutting down trees and making lumber and, doing the lumberjack thing for generations and generations. Well, Forrest, being as bright as he is in school, has decided that he does not want to carry on being a lumberjack. He wants to actually work for the forestry department, and he wants to be a ranger, and he wants to work in a tower to watch out for wildfires and take care of our forest and learn all about the different trees and that kind of thing, which has totally flabbergasted his father and his uncles. But he is determined to go to college and to get his degree in forestry. And so that is the basis of our story and what we're going to do for our layout. So, and you can see Forrest is also holding a little light bulb. This image is by Sweet Pea Curiosities. And of course, these are Tim Holtz paper dolls. So, we are going to build a little background here, and we are going to celebrate Mr. Forrest here, his good grades, and his will to be a successful student and to get to go to college and someday work for the forestry department. And I'm kind of inspired by this, by my son, who at one time wanted to work for the forest department and do that kind of thing, be, you know, in a tower somewhere and, you know, keeping an eye on the land and keeping an eye on poachers and making sure that everything was being preserved and taken care of until he got older and learned the value of a dollar and found out that they don't make very much money. And although he still is very outdoorsy and just loves the idea of it, unfortunately, they do not get paid a lot of money to do that. So he went a different direction and is now very successful in the electrical field. So, and he still kind of does do conservation, even though he, you know, is working in the electrical field. The company that he works for has developed a lot of items that are used for conserving energy, such as digital controls, and he's a trainer now, but when he was in the field, he would visit several companies that used wind as a power source, and he would install digital controls on these companies that were using wind as their source of power rather than electricity. So he's still kind of in that field, but just different way. So this is a vintage spelling book from the late 1800s, if I remember correctly. It is a book that I own, and this I found at a antique store near me, and it is the cutest composition book, and the whole book is about trees. And so I thought this would be appropriate to use as my background. It is very old and very brittle, but the whole, what's written in it, a lot of it's not written in, but what is written in it is questions and answers about all kinds of different trees, and this one says, from what tree is paper made? And over here, give the name for a sycamore tree. How high do they grow? Why is it not used much? How many species of the elm? So it's really an interesting little book, and I thought it was appropriate for this particular make. So we're going to use that too to put some in our background. So do you guys make up stories when you're doing your work in your journal? I almost always do, even if I don't say them out loud and they're just in my head. I usually have some idea. I use a lot of, as you can see, photographs or paper dolls or, you know, vintage pictures, all that kind of thing. And I don't know the real story behind them, so I feel like that, you know, I'm going to give them some story, because they are, at this point, you know, forgotten and left behind by somebody, especially if you, you know, get a bunch of vintage photos that are at a antique store or a thrift store or whatever. You know, they've been abandoned at some point, either because they don't have any family anymore or because the family doesn't know who they are, or the family's just not interested. And so I'd like to give them a new story so that they can carry on in my story and have a purpose. Not that they didn't have a purpose when they were living, but you know what I mean. So this is out of Kathy Holden's sticker book, this little acorn and leaf trim here. And I'm just going to put it along the bottom. Okay. And then I have a couple more stickers out of that book that I know I want to use this one. It's like a reward or a merit certificate. He's gonna go here. And so let's get that down. And I just put the stickers on whatever kind of scrap paper that I had so that I could move them around where I wanted them without them being sticky. Alright, I need to fold that over for a second so I know where my fold is. figured that was going to happen. Okay, and then I have this little Tim Holtz report card. I'm going to put that on there. I think I want it right there. You can't even really see that spelling book paper back there other than where it says 7th grade, but that's okay. We'll work with that. All right, and then let's put our little studious student down. That another glue. I probably should have cut that off rather than trying to overlap it. Oh, I forgot to put my... I had a flashcard I was going to put back there too. Maybe what we'll do is put it as a flip up. That would be cute. Okay, over on the other side, we're going to put our little dudes down here. Ink around those. Oops, I need to glue his ear down. Look, his ear's all folded. Okay. Stick down there, little ear. Get in there, pen. Okay. Alright, so we're going to ink around these little fellers. Yeah, they're none too happy about Forrest's decision. Because, of course, he believes that they are ruining all the forest by cutting down the trees. He doesn't like that at all. Okay, and then I have this lumberjack's sticker, and I have this oak leaf soap. I just want to get that in there to kind of tie in the green and blue. That can go up further. Then I have this one that says Bradley Timber. So let's get those down. Oops. Hope everybody is doing good today. I just jumped right in and didn't even ask. A roast in the oven for dinner, and it's starting to smell so good. It's making my stomach growl. It's one thing about when you put one in there to do that, oops, low and slow deal. You smell it the whole time it's cooking, and it makes you starving. By the time that you eat. Or it does me anyway. Okay, now I've got some mushrooms that I'm going to decorate with. And I've got this little sign here that I want to put over here. And then I'm going to put the words Bright Boy on here that I just cut out of some Tim Holtz stickers, words. Okay, there's that. Now, where do we want to put? Oh, and I got this little bear too. I thought he was cute. Put him bears. There's two of them. All right, so I want to kind of put these on both sides. Need to put some glue under his foot. Actually, I probably want to do this one first. Okay. And then let's do these over here. Okay, so far so good. I feel like we need something right there. This side is pretty much finished. What do we want to put up here? See, that's where I had the time, or I keep calling that a time card. The flash card. Ooh, I hope I didn't get that. No, I didn't. I started to say, I hope I didn't get that in the crease. I feel like I need another mushroom too. Let me see if I have any more. Have a moth. No, I want a mushroom. Yep. Got some leaves too, but they're all kind of a red color. Could do those. No. Oh, there's some pretty mushrooms. Some big leaves. can't really see anything else. Some skinnier ones. We might do something with that. I'll set that out for a minute. I have a caterpillar. He's actually kind of cute. Doesn't really show up anywhere. Okay, let's put down these other mushrooms, and then maybe we can find a stamp. To put up there. Get that a little bit. It's a little bit bright. And this too. Of course, I guess we want bright, don't we? It's supposed to be our goal for the day. This is about to fall apart. I don't think we need that. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, let's see. I've got this penmanship award. It's too big. And I've got this alphabet thing. Oh, I know what would work if I have one. I just thought of a piece of Tim Holtz ephemera. I don't know if I have it. It's the one where it shows the different kinds of knots. There's a little thing about trees. That won't work. I may not have that. I may have used it in something else. It's like notching trees or something for guiding this. That. Can we put part of that up there? Or can we just... Needs to be right there. Can't. It's just not working. Nope. It's gonna have to be a stamp. Alright, so what kind of stamp do we want? We get a little stamp thing. I just can't find it, guys. Can't find it. Oh. What about some math numbers? Just for something to go up there. And that's not going to be dark enough. Let me get my potting soil archival. Yeah, I like that. Let's put some over here. All right, now let's put some kind of splattery looking things. And I think we'll be all right. Okay, and like I said, I was going to put that behind there. And I could still put it as like a flip up. Maybe I put it as a flip up over here. I could even do a couple of these. That's an idea. May do that. Let me ink these. What I'm thinking is, if I make a little stack of these and put them on the other side, then it's kind of like, yeah, he's gotten all these awards and good grades and all this kind of stuff. But then lingering in the background are his dad and his uncle. I think I'm just going to do these two. And then that gives 2 extra spaces to journal on as well. Okay, how do we want to attach them? Because that's the back of the journal. I think I'll just staple them and then put something on the back, like a piece of washi or something on the back. Fold that up. And fold that up. And I feel like I need to cover that or do something to it. Let's take tea dye and my little brush here and give it some color. Oh, you know what we could do? We could put some of that composition paper on the back. This is the book I was telling you. See, it's got all this is written about trees. But it's also got some blank pages. I'm going to take one of the blank pages and put it on the back of here. I'm sure I'm off screen. Let me get this on there and then we'll bring it back up. Because I have that unfolded, so. Sure it's too long. Okay. Then I'm just going to take my tear ruler and tear around that because, oops, I got a loose spot. Because, like I said, it's really fragile paper. I'm gonna leave that. I don't even care that that's not even because I know it's gonna pull off. That simply. Okay. So there we go. There's little Forrest, our bright little boy. I think I'll put that up there because I really like the idea of using that. It's like Boy Scouts. And it's how to cut twigs and stuff when you're in the woods to signify different things. Which is kind of cool. Okay, so that will flip up, and that will flip up. Yep, I think that's got it, guys. I think that will do it. So, hope you guys enjoyed that and my weird story behind it. And we're halfway through. We're a little over halfway through now. So, like I said, the next time we'll be flipping it over. I really wish I would have cut that instead of overlapping it, because it's made it really thick, but it'll work. It's also made it really crooked. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna get the bone folder, or the little tool here. Let's mush it down and make it work. Okay, so when you close it up now, it's going to be like this, and then we have the back, and I'm skipping the back for the time being. I'm going to leave it just like this, so when I do tomorrow's, we'll start the back side, and it won't be easy to work on for a little bit till we get on down in the journal. But so far, so good. Get unstuck there. And I'm liking the way that it is turning out. There's a couple pages that I don't like as much as some of the others. But that's okay. Everything can be changed. If I decide that I really don't like it, you know, I can add to it. Change it up a little bit. And it's this page. I'm not happy with this. And I think it's because it's purple. I really do. And there's nothing I can do about that at this point. But it's okay. It's okay. Maybe if I actually find something here to kind of downplay the purple a little bit, I'll be more happy. This purple, I do not mind. It's one of my favorite colors, actually. This purple, or lavender, or lilac, whatever color you want to call that, not a fan. So, isn't that weird? Same color, different shades, makes a big, huge difference to me. Okay, so that's today. I'll quit rambling now and let you guys go. And thanks for joining me, and I'll see you back tomorrow. Bye.